We're going to talk about maximizing your movements so that way you can get the most from your workouts and for it to be as safe as possible. When we're looking at going through a movement, there are two types of movements that we're doing. We have eccentric and concentric. And so whether you're doing upper body or lower body, as long as you're moving the weight, you're always going to have an eccentric component and a concentric component. So the concentric component, if we're looking at, for example, bicep curls, concentric is the contraction or shortening of the muscle, and then eccentric is the lengthening of the muscle. And the problem that I see most people do is they're quick with the eccentric. So what they'll do is they might even go slow with the concentric and then down, slow and then down, slow and then down. And same thing with squats. If they're doing a squat, they might go down and then come back up and drop down and come back up. The thing is a lot of the benefit that you get for when it comes to hypertrophy, muscle development, and even the strength and coordination comes from the eccentric aspect of the movement, which is the lengthening of the movement. So I was actually having a conversation with a patient earlier who was mentioning when he does deadlifts, he noticed that one side would touch quicker than the other side, and that is not good. And he noticed that when he slows down a lot, it gets worse, but if he speeds up, it's actually more even. And I said, yeah, because when you slow down, when you really focus on that eccentric, it magnifies your deficiencies more than if you're going faster. And so I really want you guys to work on, whenever you're doing any kind of lifting, really focus on that eccentric component, which is the lengthening of the muscle component. And when people do lunges a lot of the time, it looks like this. They're here and they're drop down and press up, and then they drop down and press back. What I want you to focus on doing is get into the lunge here, slow down. Make sure that everything stays tight. You're not wobbling. You're tight, slow, and then explode back up. And then you're here, slow, and then explode back up. Or if you're going reverse, just try to gently touch down. So you're here, touch down lightly, and then come back up. Step back, go down slowly. Everything under control. Maximize and accentuate the eccentric, and you're going to find that it's going to transform your workouts. You're going to get better results, shorter period of time. You're going to feel it more. You're not going to have to do nearly as much as what you were doing before, and I think you're really going to like it.